Hey, my friends, welcome back to another Step It Up Stamping. This is where we take a super simple card and keep adding things to it until we come up with 3 different cards that are perfect no matter where you're at on your card making journey. So this is our Busy Bee card, and today we are using the Delicate Whispers bundle by Stampin' Up. This is an online exclusive product that came out in March 2026. And when I first saw this bundle, I went, okay, gotta have that one. In fact, this was one of the first bundles that I ordered. And the reason why is because it's very easy to make simple cards and step them up. Now, I decided to go with a color combination that is way outside my comfort zone. We're starting with a Timid Tiger card base. Let me flip that over so you can see that color. And then I added Old Olive to it. I did not use any black ink. I just used an Old Olive ink pad. Let me bring this up so you can see it. And then I colored in this gorgeous image. I just love this image. This is actually 2. Let me bring my set over. See at the bottom of the Delicate Wishes stamp set, you will see 2 curved elements. I don't know what else to call it. And that's what I stamped here. I did the small one here and then turned and did the large one here. And where they meet in the middle, that's where I put the sentiment. So you don't have to be perfect. And then I colored these in with Calypso Coral for the flowers and Old Olive light for the leaves. So pretty. Okay, so that is our Busy Bee card. This is perfect for anybody who's in a hurry, needs a card in a hurry, or is a beginner stamper, because this is a very simple card. I guarantee you beginner stampers could make this card. And what's really cool about it is it only uses 1 ink pad. So love that. Next, I'm going to bring out the Worker Bee. And this is for when you want to put a little bit more work in. And what I added here is I added a layer. Let me hold this up a little bit. I added a layer of Calypso Coral. And then on the Old Olive, I embossed that. Isn't that cute? Those are ladybugs with the Ladybug Picnic embossing folder. How cute is that? I was really going for spring here with these bright colors. So I did these stamps the exact same way. What I put in the middle where they join up together is the same Timid Tiger cardstock, but this time I notched both ends just with my scissors. Again, only 1 ink pad. Again, Calypso Coral and Old Olive blends. And then the difference here, not much, but some, is I added a bow with linen thread, kind of a neutral color. Isn't that fun? So look at the difference just by changing up how you do your cardstock. Let me put these down so I don't shake. Isn't that fun? Just adding that layer of the ladybugs really steps this card up quite a bit. And I really liked adding that strip of Calypso Coral cardstock just to give that color some depth. Let me see if I can get that where you can see it. Okay. All right. Now we're going to take it over the top. And the Queen Bee card is for those of you that are experienced card makers. This isn't really that hard, but there are a lot of different steps. First of all, I brought in the stylish shape dies to do this circle. Now, before I stop holding it up so close, I wanted to show you that here and here, I stamped the small floral background stamp. And what I did is I inked that up in Calypso Coral, stamped it off twice. Oh, I got something on my fingernail. And then stamped it onto that white circle. And what's really cool about that is then we have the very light Calypso Coral, we've got the very dark Calypso Coral, and then we've got the in-between Timid Tiger. So easy to do. This also uses the stylish shapes. And all these that you see in the background, these are the dies from the bundle. So we've got Old Olive, we've got Timid Tiger, and we just have a lot of those. And then, of course, we cut out the boughs using the Delicate Whispers dies. So very easy. And then the last fun thing I want to show you is this is a 4 1/4 by 5 1/2 sheet of Timid Tiger. And our real base card is this. It opens this way. I'm going to turn it sideways so you can see it. So it's just, I don't remember what the width is, but it is on, I think it's 3 1/2, but it is on the instructions. Scored at 5 1/2. That was folded and then added to that 1/4 sheet of Timid Tiger. And then what I did is I want to show you the inside again. I did the same size width of the Calypso Coral. So it looks almost exactly like this card, except that it's more of a fun fold. And of course, and it does stand up, by the way. I should probably show you that. See, it does stand up. So what the biggest difference is, let me move this over, is going from the worker bee square to the queen bee circle, and then adding those two cutouts, those two die cuts onto the left side of the circle. I think that just really elevates this card. And then the final thing that I did is I just added a couple of the Old Olive Moody Palette Glossy Dots. I have to say that slowly because it's hard to say. So there you go. We've got our queen bee card. We've got our worker bee card. And for those of us that like cards in a hurry, we've got our busy bee card. And I have to say, I really like this busy bee card this week. To me, it's very simple. I always need thank you cards, and I could just really kick out a lot of these cards in a hurry. On this one, again, not a difficult card, but I do have to emboss the Old Olive cardstock. And of course, this one, wow, who wouldn't love to get that thank you card in the mail? So I'd be curious, which one is your favorite and which one would you be more likely to make? Let me know in the comments below. I always love to know what y'all think. Okay, so there you go, my friends. This is a Step It Up stamping with the Delicate Whispers bundle. And I'll be back next week with another Step It Up stamping. Bye.